week's Fail Forward Files is very close to my heart. I want to talk about ghosting, okay? Because ghosting has now gone beyond the confines of just dating, y'all. We are dealing with an epidemic of vast proportions when it comes to ghosting on a professional level. And I'm honestly just over it. And I want to talk about it because we've normalized our disappearing when it's time to have hard conversations.
Mhm.
And when things get hard, we can't just disappear. And I try to avoid personally ghosting people because I have my own issues around abandonment. I'll share all the details one day about, being adopted and all that other good stuff and being dropped off by bio mom, but we won't go there today. But whenever I personally wind up in a situation where I have to ghost someone or I've ghosted someone, I get so disappointed in myself. So as you know, I am in the midst of managing multiple businesses, multiple brands. I am overwhelmed. I am drowning. Thank God and shout out to MJ. I shout her out a few times because she is helping keep this train going. Even so, one of the reasons why I'm so adamant about not ghosting folks is because I don't like being ignored. So when you send me a message on LinkedIn, I respond, not MJ, it's me responding, and I try to be engaging and helpful. And recently I had a situation where I had a Gen Zer, this is somebody like fresh out of college who reached out to me to get some advice. And I engaged with him and was as helpful as I could be, but there were a few times that he just was not listening and grasping, and I found myself getting really frustrated with him because I felt like they just weren't being respectful of my time, the going back and forth. And if you know me, I actually charge for my time. My tutoring costs a very nice penny. My coaching costs a very nice penny. So if I'm giving you my time for free, my most valuable of assets, I really want it to be respected. So I got to a point where I just stopped engaging with the guy. And I felt bad. I felt bad because I just was not in the mood to have the hard conversation with this guy. A lot of Gen Zers, Gen Alphas, they're very sensitive, especially when it comes to rejection. And I try to be mindful of that. Um, but I did him a disservice by ghosting him. So when we ghost, we actually teach others that silence is acceptable. But when we face hard conversations, we actually build trust, resilience, and community. And the goal of me doing everything that I've set forth to do, especially with Black women, we'll say Black women, is to build community. So failing forward really means confronting the hard situations and having hard conversations. It means choosing presence over disappearance, even when it is messy. So to that guy who I ghosted and left on red, I apologize. I actually have already reached out to this guy, but I just want to say it publicly. I'm so sorry that I left you on red for so long. That's just not acceptable. And I'm sharing this because I really want us to be really thoughtful in this new year about how we communicate with one another and how we have hard conversations, because hard conversations are really two-way. We help and grow, we help each other through growth, having hard conversations, not just with the person that needs to hear it, but with also the person who gives it. So that's this week's Fail Forward Files.